Your Excellency Prime Minister, dear friends, I'm pleased to welcome participants of the plenary session of the Russian-Indian Business Forum. These days, New Delhi has brought together representatives of economic ministries and authorities, as well as heads of major companies and banks, heads of regions, parliamentarians from both our countries. In a word, all those who are really involved into practical efforts to develop the multifaceted Russian-Indian cooperation in the field of imports and exports, finances and investment. I assume that at the numerous panel sessions and expert discussions, you addressed a wide range of specific issues of economic cooperation between Russia and India. But most importantly, the forum saw the establishment of new business contacts, launch of negotiations on future commercial deals, and the start of promising mutually beneficial projects. Let me stress, most importantly, when we conceived and proposed this forum, it was initially intended to show what multifaceted opportunities our cooperation can offer, and to make it clear the Russian delegation did not only come in order to discuss energy issues and sign contracts for the supplies of oil and gas. What we want is development of our multifaceted relations with India on various fields. His Excellency Prime Minister stressed on many occasions in our private talks that India has vast and growing opportunities in many fields, but up until now they haven't been used to the extent that both parties want to see it. That is exactly the reason why we convened this forum. And speaking frankly, first and foremost, it focuses on the opportunities of the Indian economy, and we want to familiarize our economic operators with these opportunities so that both parties can satisfy the needs of each other. It is essential, since those are solid and multifaceted ties between Russian and Indian businesses that are one of the main pillars of special and privileged strategic partnership of our countries. Indeed, Russia and India are long-time trade partners. Trade volumes are growing at a sustainable pace, and over the past 3 years we saw a record increase of up to 80%. As a result, last year the Russian-Indian trade volume reached $64 billion. At the same time, it's obvious that there are vast opportunities for further increase of bilateral trade and investment. Russia and India have big consumer markets and an impressive economic, technological and resource potential. Once again, I would like to stress that under the leadership of His Excellency Modi, India is conducting an absolutely independent and sovereign policy, and at the same time achieves very good results in the economic field. Today, the Indian economy is one of the fastest growing in the world. Figures speak for themselves. Over a decade, the GDP of the country has almost doubled, and in terms of the purchasing power parity, it increased by 2.5 times. Thanks to the sound economic policy and such landmark initiatives by Prime Minister Modi as Make in India program, India is strengthening its technological sovereignty. The Indian processing and light industry, IT sector, and pharmaceuticals take leading positions in the world. In Russia, we study the Indian experience with interest, and it is used in implementation of our national programs of import substitution and localization of products with high value added. The leadership of 2 countries, and Prime Minister Modi and I in person, pay particular attention to deepening multifaceted economic ties between Russia and India. Following today's negotiations, we adopted the program for the development of Russian and Indian economic cooperation. This comprehensive document aims at making sure that we can achieve the goal Mr. Modi and I set for ourselves, so that we can increase the trade volume by 2030 to $100 billion. It requires most active efforts of business communities from both countries, aimed at further expanding and diversification of trade volumes and building balanced structure of reciprocal trade. Given the significant trade profited of Russia, the Russian business, our companies, are ready to manifold increase the purchase from India of a widest range of goods and services. We are interested in it, dear friends, because it makes our economy more resilient. From their part, Indian entrepreneurs, as was demonstrated by the forum, are equally interested in trading with Russia. They have something to offer, so the synergy is obvious. So it would only be logical that projects contributing to greater supplies of Indian products to Russia receive priority attention in implementation of the new export support program recently adopted by the government of Mr. Modi. From my part, I would like to assure the business circles that all useful initiatives aimed at development of mutual economic exchanges will be further supported by Russian ministries and authorities. No doubt, the key role in creating conditions for a truly free trade between our countries is played by the Intergovernmental Commission. It is important that together in close cooperation we eliminate the Romanian customs and administrative barriers which stay in the way of reciprocal movement of goods, services and capitals. In this regard, a strong impetus, as it seems, could be given by rapid signature of a preferential trade agreement between India and the Eurasian Economic Union. Free trade is unthinkable without a resilient system of bilateral settlements and reliable payment and insurance mechanisms. Tangible advantages are offered by the use of national currencies. It makes it possible to ensure uninterrupted financial transactions regardless of external developments. And obviously, accessibility of transport and logistics communications plays a crucial role. A lot is already being done in this regard. Implementation of the project to create the corridor south-north from Russia and Belarus to the Indian Ocean is ongoing, and infrastructure modernization of the Northern Sea route is being modernized in order to use it for the supplies of Indian goods to the world markets. Obviously, the cooperation of our two countries should not be limited to trade alone. We should move on and enhance our industrial cooperation. Together we should create new cutting-edge products and strengthen technological alliances, first and foremost in such advanced and knowledge-intensive sectors as digitalization, autonomous robotics, pharmaceuticals, including synthesis of efficient pharmaceuticals and production of high-tech medicine equipment. We are ready for broad cooperation with India in the field of artificial intelligence, where our countries have already advanced a lot. Russia is interested in participating in the, as I've just mentioned it to Prime Minister, we are ready to participate in the Summit on Artificial Intelligence, scheduled to take place in India in February 2026. We will send a representative delegation. In conclusion, I would like to stress once again further strengthening of Russian-Indian trade and investment ties and close cooperation between business communities effectively contributes to economic growth and development and greater well-being of our citizens, and therefore it meets the fundamental interests of our countries and peoples. I would like to wish to the participants and organizers of the forum all the best. Thank you for your attention.